Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee is our location for start number 7 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. We've been on a short track already this season at Richmond. We've been on 2.5 miles at Atlanta and Texas. We've been on an intermediate track at Darlington. We've been on a super speedway at Daytona. This is our first of 3 straight races. We'll be running on a short track this season, and it all starts off with Bristol for the Food City 500. The racing can get pretty lean, mean, and tough. And we've seen some pretty wild and wacky moments at Bristol as well before in this series. You don't believe me? Well, we'll bring you this throwback moment from season 4 from the season 4 finish of this race here. And believe me, it's not one of my best announcing moments neither in this series, I might add too.
And a slow cut right instead. Whiteside's over the back bumper of John Dawson. Out of turn number 2 they come. Dawson fighting with a 43 and Dominic Jarvis. Here comes John. Here comes Michael Dawson to the inside. White flag in Bristol. Ow! Michael Dawson has spun John Dawson out. Who's gonna win this race? It looks like Zed Weinstein. It is Zed Weinstein. He has won the Jeff Byrne Food City 500. The Dawson team has taken each other out of the race.
See what I mean when I said it's not one of my best announcing moments of all time. In all the times I've recorded a Castrol GTX Cup Series, I might add. Yeah. To give you an idea, that race happened back in 2012, and if you don't know the Dawsons, by the way, they were a big part of the Dylan Poteet's NNSCRA Mountain Dew Racing Series, and he had them in his series, and I think also Trent Dunham did for Sega Cup, and also Sean Henley did for the this Amp Energy Cup Series back when those series used to exist around that very same time. So there you have it with that, and that's almost when I started my series too, except I started mine in 2011. So there you have it with that, but let's cut the chin wag and get to the starting lineup for this race here today. On the pole, it's Keith Batson at 123 miles an hour. He's alongside Cole Deaver in the GM Goodrich Chevrolet Ford Chevy front row. Second row, Joshua Osborne, who has one of our in-car cameras in this race here today, along with Levi McIntyre, number 9. He is also carrying a camera. McIntyre was winner at Darlington. Next row down has Johnny Gardner in 81 and Trent Dunham in car number 1. A pair of Chevrolets. Fourth row is Kev Sheeran, 69, and 14 of Matt McIntyre in the Advanced Auto Parts Pontiac. Next row has Dylan Poteet in 31 and Rafael LeDuc in car number 16, who's the points leader coming in this race. Next row, Phil Parker, number 5, and number 25, Seth Cole. Seth has our third in-car camera. Next row is car number 89, Quentin Moore, and number 4, William Brock. Next row is Jesse Turner, 17, and alongside number 9, the Canachan TV Ford of Jessica Shelton. Next row is Cole Baker, number 11, and number 03, Charles Sanford. Then it's Zach Rogers, who won the season at Rockingham, and alongside number 55, James Sykes, one of the other Thunderbird in the field. Shelton has the first Thunderbird we saw in this race so far. Natan Amadeo in car 36 and number 42, Angel Navarro has the next row. 42 car of Angel Navarro is alongside of Amadeo. Next row is car number 70, Cat Batson, and number 66, Jordan Anderson. Next row down has car number 7 car, I should say, of Logan Williams, and number 94, Nathan Ormond. Next row, Mike Wayne Robinson in 28 and 24 of Nicky Martinez. Next row down has the only 2-time winner this season so far, Dylan Young in car number 2, who won the Daytona 500, and he also won at Texas the last race on the tour. Beside him is Nathan Hudson in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Next row, Colton Schwartz in 51 and 86, Daniel Bouchard. Then it's number 93, Zach Winkle, and number 43, Mike Becker, who won at Richmond this season. Next row down has car number 01, Jack Mitchell, and number 8, Rob Evans. Then it's number 95, Alex Miller, alongside number 59. It is Zach Fitzwater, and starting shotgun field will be Kyle Matthews in 91 and 52, Mason Wood. So the Field of 40 cars are lined up on pit road. We're about to get the command to fire the engines for this race here today in the Food City 500. As we're set for 75 minutes of rock'em sock'em short track action. And here's the command to fire them up here today at Bristol.
Drivers, start your engines!
Commands in the fire the engines as we get some racing here today at Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. As the pace car leads the field off pit road, and for the pace up, we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Laps here at Bristol do not take very long here as the pace car ducks off on the pit road. Field being landed in the hands of Keith Batson and Cole Deaver as the green flag flies and the Food City 500 is on. The laps here at Bristol do not take very long, about 15 seconds a lap. Batson holds the number 1 spot here. Johnny Gardner into the second position on Joshua Osborne as they come off turn number 4. Osborne slams the wall, come off the 4th corner. Gardner in the second, Kev Shear to third, Dylan Poteet in the 4th. Up to trying for 5th position now is car number 5, Phil Parker in the Tide Chevrolet. Lap speed they qualify with for the pole is over 123 miles an hour. That's the lap for the pole for this race here today. As Jesse Turner goes to the low side and takes position from Quentin Moore in number 89. Cole Baker right behind him in number 11 as they're already up to the top 10. Baker having moving up to the field solidly, as Zach Rogers and number 97 and number 70 Cat Batson. As the outside lane, obviously not where you want to be here at Bristol Motor Speedway here, because you'll get freight train on the outside, much like you would on the outside lane at Daytona or Talladega. Except obviously Daytona and Talladega are 2 miles longer than this track at Bristol Motor Speedway is. On board with Levi McIntyre, number 99. Levi started this race in the 4th position. He's dropped back to the 20th spot. Kyle Matthews already getting by him. Matthews started this race in 39th, is already up to 19th or 20th now. As guys like Cole Deaver and Joshua Osborne, who you're following with, who Levi's following right now. There's a look from Cole Deaver's view. Deaver fighting his car on the outside of the racetrack right now as they come off turn number 2. And now he falls back in behind the Mike Becker car to Cheerios STP Dodge. So Deaver drops to 21st position for starting this race on the outside pole. Alex Miller looks to the low side along with Fitzwater. McIntyre also behind him. And whoa, Miller just about got it right into the 3 of Deaver as he comes through turns number 3 and 4. And Miller almost made it 3 wide there between he, Deaver, and Colton Schwartz in the 51 car. Schwartz on the high side, the Brandt Chevrolet that looks almost like the Jeff Gordon paint scheme, except with Justin Allgaier paint former sponsors, Allgaier sponsors as it were, I should say. Now they come off turn number 2, 3 wide again right there, but not quite there as McIntyre had to back off a little bit. And now Fitzwater goes to the low side, the 59 and the 99 cars, Ford versus Dodge. Fitzwater, one of the 2 Dodge Intrepids in the field, the other one being Kev Shear, who runs in second position right now behind Keith Batson. And that's how they run right now in this race here so far. As we move further back here, Nikki Martinez, who had a superb run at Texas, the last race we're watching on tour. Well, she's back to 26th position right now in the number 24 Rudy's Barbecue Muscle Milk Toyota. Come off turn number 4 right there. There you see Angel Navarro, Matt McIntyre, Jordan Anderson, and Tom Amadeo in the 36 car. Jack Mitchell, who started this race in the way back in the back, he's trying to move his way through the field. Daniel Bouchard in the 86 car. Jessica Shelton right there behind in the 9 car. Charles Sanford, Raphael LeDuc. Those drivers way back in the back here. LeDuc, the points leader coming in this race, and also leads the rookie points in number 16 Montreal Canadiens Buick. And several cars getting off the wall there, come off turn number 4 here, and you see, oh boy, and that was close right there, coming off the new 1 and 2. And now Rob Evans and Nathan Orman saying I think it's safe to run in the back right now. I think it is kind of safe to run in the back here, as long as you're not too close. As Orman's now going to the low side of Sanford. Now Sanford's now the one playing the caboose right now in 40th position, sadly for him. But a lot of racing left to go. However, though, we've already now completed 19 laps in this racer, so we're down to 56 to go right now here at Bristol. And Keith Batson is quickly closing up on the back of the pack right now here. Batson, let's see, Batson's going into turn number 1 right now, and the back of the pack's coming off turn number 2. So Batson about full side of the corners behind the 40th place machine, which right now is Nathan Amadeo in 36. And the yellow flag's flown for the first time here today, as we got trouble in 3 and 4, looks like. Yes, it is. Oh, big trouble. Orman's crashed along with Batson. Cam Shear gets a piece of the second place car. Potte's crashed. Parker's crashed. 3 of the top 5 cars have crashed into the mess created by the lap traffic. And that would be the cars of Dylan Poteet, Kev Shear, and I believe, I can't think of who the third car was, but oh my gosh, Charles Sanford's involved, Raphael LeDuc might have been involved, there's Shear coming in the pit road, Keith Batson, the leader's coming in the pits! And who's that going to get the lead to now? It looks like Dylan Young. It is Dylan Young who's leading the race right now. We saw Jessica Shelton was involved in the crash too, the Canachan TV Ford. Let's take a look at what happened through 3 and 4 right now. And there's where it all started here. Mike Wayne Robinson and Seth Cole got together, coming off turn number 2, along with William Brock in the 4 car. Let's quickly show you what happened here. Ugh. And a bad deal that is for Seth Cole in the 25 car here, as he got into the whole deal. Let's quickly take a look from Levi McIntyre's perspective as to how he saw the whole deal. There's where wreck starts to happen right there. McIntyre. How Levi McIntyre did not get hit, I'll never know. He should have been rear-ended or jacked up or whatever. But instead, McIntyre right now runs in the 13th position. And how is Keith Batson back in the lead? So everybody else must have made pit stops after we got while I was going through the crash replay. So Keith Batson's back in the lead now. Zach Rogers is second. Third is Johnny Gardner. Fourth is Cole Baker. Then Phil Parker. William Brock, is in 5th position. 6 is actually William Brock is 6th position. Excuse me. Jesse Turner 7th. 8th is Cole Deaver. 9th is Matt McIntyre, and Trent Dunham is in 10th. The green flag back out again. We're back on our way on lap number 29. Keep your eyes on the lap traffic right here. Nathan Hudson goes to the high side here. He's going to block the traffic led by Phil Parker in the 5. Jessica Shelton and Rafael Leduc going at it right there. That's 29th and 30th on your screen here. Leduc goes by. James Sykes gets off the wall, come off turn number 2 as we watch Matt McIntyre in the 14 car. Up to 5th position right now. Levi McIntyre's moved his way up to the field nicely after avoiding that crash. He's up to 7th place right now. Running behind the 5 car of Phil Parker, who almost gets in the Jessica Shelton in the 9 car. Jess having a so-so start to the season right now. She came in this race 19th in the standings coming in this race, though, and she has recorded a couple of top 10 finishes, though, but she has not had a good season start of the season so far, not by her standards at least. But then again, this field's been very, very competitive this season so far, with only 1 2-time winner so far this season, and having 5 winners in the first 6 races of the season. We had our first repeat winner last race at Texas when Dylan Young won, and now battle for the lead between Keith Batson and Zach Rogers, and Zach Rogers goes to the lead, the man who won at Rockingham. So Zach Rogers takes the Bang Energy Dodge out to the top spot now. Car number 97. Batson in 2nd. Gardner's 3rd. 4th is Cole Baker. And Matt McIntyre runs in 5th position. Again, the 16 car of Rafael Leduc is not on the lead lap. He's in 29th position, and he is scored 1 lap down. Leduc was the winner this season at Atlanta. Natan Amadeo, he's also not on the lead lap. He's in 30th position. Levi McIntyre's in 6th position. 7th is Phil Parker. 8th is William Brock. Trent Dunham is 9th. And James Sykes, give a call to him. The Racing with Jesus Texas Bezos' Thunderbird is up to the 10th position right now. Cole Deaver runs an 11th spot in car number 3. The GM Goodwrench Chevy on board with Cole Deaver. Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, car number 3, runs in 11th position right now. Looking to pick up some more spots here as we're already past halfway home. 38 laps in the books and 37 to go here at Bristol in this 75 lap event there. This race has gone on pretty fast so far. As we mentioned, 15 seconds a lap around this racetrack here at Bristol. So as we watch the field complete another lap here. Keith Batson still trying to chase down the 97 car, Zach Rogers. Batson was the pole sitter for this race, as we mentioned. And Zach Rogers started way back in the back here. Started about middle of the pack here, but thanks to pit strategy and whatnot, he's now pretty much found himself in this position. So he's picked up track position under the yellow flag. And for Rogers, that was a big plus for him so far. And that's put him out in the lead now with 42 laps in the books. And still 33 laps of racing left remaining. But Keith Batson's not out of it. Neither is Johnny Gardner in 81. Gardner's the former winner here at Bristol, as is Batson. And I think Rogers has won here too. But Cole Baker in the 4th position, he's never won a Castrol GTX Cup Series race, and he hopes to do so here today. He's got a pretty good car right now, that Dollar General Toyota, and Toyota has also not yet scored this season, so he likes to give Toyota his first victory of the season. Baker from up in the state of New Hampshire is where he's from, and New Hampshire National Speedway is on the schedule this season too, so he's looking forward to that race, obviously. Matt McIntyre running in 5th position right now. Matt having a pretty solid start of the season so far. Battle for 9th going on between James Sykes in the 55 and the 4 of William Brock. And now here comes Cole Deaver to the low side. Deaver trying to take... Deaver trying to take 10th position away from James Sykes there. Ford versus Chevy. And back behind him, Dylan Young running in 11th position right now. And one guy who's moved his way through the field nicely. We haven't given him a call. We have to give him a call. This man started his race in 40th position. He's up to 13th. That is Mason Wood. Actually, Mason's about to lose the spot now to Kyle Matthews in the 91 car. Matthews gets by him, as is the lap car of Amadeo. But Mason Wood right now running in 13th position to make that 14th spot right now. He started his race in 40th position. And he has got a very strong, and he is very strong right now so far in a 52 Portillo's Chevrolet. Mason's car, and it looks like it's undamaged right now, is considering that wild cautionary flag we had. But he is running pretty strong right now there in a 52 machine. He's had a bad start to the season so far, but looks to turn things around right now here. And Bristol's a pretty good start too. He'll be I'm sure he'll want to take this car, I'm sure, to the next race on the tour at North Wilkesboro for the First Union 400. But Mason Wood running in 14th position. The man he passed him is Kyle Matthews. He started his race 39th alongside of Mason Wood. And in row 20, he's running in 13th position right now. A little damage on the back of Matthews' car. Or actually, not on the back, I should say, but on the side of Matthews' car. There it is right there. You see the side a little caved in on that 91 Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers machine. Fastest chicken finger in Pontiac in the state of Ohio, I would imagine, for Matthews. Dylan Young running in 12th position right now. 11th is Sykes. 10th is Deaver. 9th is William Brockton. Trent Dunham is in 8th. 7th is Barker. 6th is McIntyre. Levi McIntyre. Matt McIntyre is in 5th. 4th is Cole Baker. Kev Shearer, again, not on the lead lap in the 69 car. He was running in the top 5 until the crash pretty much eliminated his chances out of the race here. He's now trying to get some points now in that 69 machine. See a little damage on that 69 Waste Management Dodge as Matt McIntyre tries to go by him without wrecking Kev, and he will do so. I think maybe, yeah, there it is. Matt McIntyre's in 5th position. 4th is Cole Baker. 3rd is Johnny Gardner. 2nd is Keith Batson, and the leader is now Zach Rogers as he is been smooth sailing for that Bang Energy Dodge right now here. Rogers, we mentioned Dylan Young was the only two-time winner this season so far. Well, Zach Rogers won at Rockingham, so he's looking to become the second two-time winner this season so far. And it's another car that, like Jessica Shelton, also a same paint scheme that this man runs in the Duracell Cup Series here, the Bang Energy Dodge. He runs the Bang Energy Dodge in that series from Seth Cole, so the sponsor follows along with the Castrol GTX Cup Series effort. And since his comeback, we mentioned Rogers has been top 5 in points every season. That included a 3rd place finish in the points last season. He's been as high as 2nd, and is one of the guys to beat possibly for the championship this season. And at the start of the season, he's gotten so far looking pretty good right now for Zach Rogers right now as he leads this race here. But Keith Batson not far behind him in that 39 car. He's staying right with him. Let's see what the margin is between those two. Darn pace car. Batson is 57 hundredths of a second back of Rogers. Rogers at 122.599. Batson at 122.513. So the speeds are this time by now for those two cars. Rogers at 122.412. Batson at 121.836. And so Rogers slowly pulling away from Keith Batson right now. Johnny Gardner's, let's see what the last speeds are this time by. 121.87 for Rogers. And Batson at 121.98. Gardner was at 122.23. So he's the last top out of those three cars right now. As we completed 64 laps now, we are now down to 11 laps to go. This race has flown by here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Not much crashing happened here as we had anticipated for this race here. Cole Deere now getting around Trent Dunham for 9th position now in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. And the last thing I'm sure the last thing all these guys need to see right now is a caution flag to fly. A lot of cars got knocked out of that crash too here. As mentioned, who all they were. Dylan Poteet's out. Colton Schwartz is out. So is Mike Wayne Robinson in 35th position. Charles Sanford, Jack Mitchell, Nathan Orman, Seth Cole, and Quentin Moore all got knocked out of the race because of crashes there. 8 cars out of the race, and that only crash that happened to cause the yellow flag to fly. Cars that are not on the lead lap: Rafael Leduc, Cab Shearer, Nathan Amadeo, Jessica Shelton, and Nathan Hudson. But we're on a record pace so far here, 106.782 miles an hour after 68 laps of this race. We're working on number 69 now for Zach Rogers, as he's now got coming up on 6 laps remaining in this race. Keith Batson trying to close, but I don't think he's got anything for that Bang Energy Dodge of Zach Rogers, as once he's gotten out of front, it's been smooth sailing as he completes at number 70, 5 laps remaining. Closing up on the 60 car of Joshua Osborne. Osborne was another one that started up near the front of the pack, and he got shuffled back to the back. Joshua running right now 27th, the last car on the lead lap. Off the second turn they come here. Rogers closing up rapidly on both Osborne and Hudson now. As he gets by Hudson now, he's trapped behind Hudson now. Rogers goes to the low side of the racetrack here, gets by Nathan Hudson, and that could be the best thing for Rogers, is to have Hudson between he and Batson as the white flag waves, and not a moment too soon for Zach Rogers, because he's got a lap car between he and the second place car. As the white flag waves over Rogers, he's got 1 lap remaining in this race here. Let's see how he continues with Joshua Osborne in the 60. He might just stay behind him, but he's got it in the bag now. The Bang Energy Dodge number 97 comes off to number 4. Zach Rogers wins the Food City 500 at Bristol. Second place with a great performance, Keith Batson. Third to Johnny Gardner. Cole Baker finishes in 4th. Matt McIntyre 5th. 6th will go to Levi McIntyre. Phil Parker 7th. 8th to William Brock. 9th to Cole Deaver. And 10th place to Trent Dunham. So 7 races are in the books here. Not much beating and banging action as we anticipated. As we mentioned at Bristol, only 1 caution flag and an average speed of 107.978. So a very fast-paced race at Bristol Motor Speedway. So I'm guessing, I'm not jinxing my own suits, but I'm guessing this means we're going to have a caution fest in the night race, possibly. I don't know. When we come back here for the Busch 500 night race at Bristol. But anyway, rest of the finishing order for you here. Dylan Young comes up at 11th. 12th will go to James Sykes. Kyle Matthews 13th. Mike Becker 14th. Mason Wood from 40th to 15th. Just like Kyle Matthews, he started 39th and he finished 13th in this race. So those two, I'm sure, has got the Meet the Challenge award. So no, one of those two does, obviously. Becker was in between them at 14th. 16th will go to Angel Navarro. Jesse Turner matches his car number 17th. Jordan Anderson 18th, Nicky Martinez 19th, and Logan Williams comes home 20th. Zach Winkle 21st, and Alex Miller, Cat Batson, Rob Evans, Daniel Bouchard, and Zachary Fitzwater. Joshua Osborne was the last car to finish on the lead lap in 27th. Not a good day for him, unfortunately, for the man in the number 60 Dodge. Rafael Leduc was 28th, and Nathan Amadeo 29th, and Jessica Shelton finishes in 30th position. Those 3 cars, 1 lap down, along with Kev Sheeran in 31st. He was also a lap down. Nathan Hudson was the last to finish. He was 4 laps down in 32nd. Cars out of the race we mentioned: Dylan Poteet, Colton Schwartz, Mike Wayne Robinson, Charles Sanford, Jack Mitchell, Nathan Orman, Seth Cole, and Quentin Moore was the last cars to finish in the race here, albeit out of the race. So that would do it here today at Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. Here we had Dylan Young become the first driver to win 2 races this season when he won at Texas. Now Zach Rogers, monkey see, monkey do at Bristol. Zach Rogers becomes the second driver to win 2 races this season. as he takes home the Food City 500. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got interests, we got gaming videos, we got in our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup series, which is also on this channel as well too, and also be sure to check out our other two NNSCRA series, the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup series from Dylan Young, his channel X867539858X, and also the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series from Thrashman899, aka Levi McIntyre. So get those two channels to sub, along with our channel as well too, the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. And give our other series a check out here, and I guarantee those free series are a whole lot better than what I have to offer too. So that will do it today at Bristol Motor Speedway. For now, this is James Qualls. This is the production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you at North Wilkesboro for the first Union 400.